Alright guys, so happy Valentine's Day. You might notice a few things. So Stormy was amazing, introduced me to Streamlabs, as did Frankie. So you're going to notice some weird things on screen. My February subscriber goal is a little bit modest, since I haven't really put out many videos. Honestly, 15,000 would be amazing. So that would be really, really incredible to hit, but, understandably, we might not get there. So I'm pretty okay with that. You also have live viewers. Whether that rendered correctly, I'm not totally sure. You should also have a little tip jar next to my name, which shows people who are donating tips. If you go to Streamlabs/RageHound, that is how you do tips. Just so you guys are aware, full transparency, literally my least favorite freaking thing to say in the entire world, but just so you guys are aware, any donations will not be going to me. They will be going to my cat and her soon-to-be foster sister, who will be staying here for a few days because her owner is in not a great situation. So, tip jar is for cats. And, I've added a few little doodads here and there. If you cannot see them, please let me know. I'm testing this out for the first time, so if it's not working, just let me know. Anyways, we're gonna get back into Paladins. Some things you may be a little surprised by. I really like this game. It, for me, has been a really great big source of stress relief. I've had a really stressful couple of months, and I really needed an outlet. So Paladins has kind of been that outlet. So I went from level 3 to 35 in a couple of days, actually. I played it way too much, and given the fact that I'm streaming at 3 in the morning, I probably am playing it way too much. But I really found it fun and, kind of nourishing in that sense. So I'm going to go ahead and hop into a couple of rounds of training, and then a couple of rounds of actual matches. I've been playing with some of my friends from New York who are really, really good Overwatch players, kind of help me go through the ranks and know what to expect. I'm obviously not the best player on the team. You may see plays of the game when I'm in training, but that certainly does not happen when I'm playing real matches. But, I'm just here to have fun, and if you do not know my Discord, I should probably give you a link. Actually, in fact, let me put the link in the description so you guys have access to that. Probably should have done that before I started streaming, but, things happen. So, if you are playing Paladins, emphasis on playing it, not spectating, please feel free to join the Discord and, chat along with me. Oh, my mouse is not working. And I would be more than happy to, kind of play along with you. But, just let me know. I'm going to go ahead and pop Discord in the description. So if you would like to join the chat and you are currently playing Paladins, by all means, feel free. I'm going to go ahead and fix some of my controls. Unfortunately, I have one of those new Mac computers that doesn't allow USB, so occasionally it gets a little bit wonky. So if you see me freeze in places, things not quite working, that is Mac for you. All the glories of using a Mac computer. This year, my Valentine was my cat, Griselda. If you have never met Griselda, I'm going to go ahead and pop a quick little image so you are aware of who she is. If you don't follow my Instagram, you probably should, because recently all I've been posting is pictures of my cat. So give me a quick second and I will get a picture of her up so you guys are aware of who we are talking about. But as soon as I get all set up, we will go ahead and get started. One of the reasons I'm delaying a little bit is I've actually had a couple of streams where people have wanted to join me in a match. I've gotten a little too excited and completely forgotten to check messages. if you hear any meowing and weird noises, that is my cat power sliding on our wooden floors and chasing bottle caps. So I sincerely apologize. She really likes to chase bottle caps. There's not much we can do about it. We've tried to get her to stop, but, you know, we're working on it. So if you guys just be patient with me, give me a couple of seconds. I thought I was all set up and then realized I was missing a few things. So we're going to go ahead and get those in there real quick. And then go ahead and get going. Anyways, how was everyone's weekend? You know, how's everyone's week going? Are you excited for Valentine's Day? Are you a Valentine's Day kind of person? Personally, I'm not. I don't believe in Valentine's. I'm currently single Pringle, so not really my thing. But, you know, fully respect people that love Valentine's Day and, you know, that whole thing. All right. And my cat just tried to climb in the oven. All right. Well, anyways. All right. So as we're finalizing some of the setup here, I'm using a whole bunch of Streamlabs things that I've never used before. So, you know, please be a little patient with me. I am not a Stormy Fulf. Wow. Hi. Really tired from work. So I'm not really a Stormy Fulf. I haven't used these things before. I might be a little bit slow on how to use them, but, you know, I'm trying my best. I'm doing my best here. So, you know, thank you guys for bearing with me on this. Really, really appreciate it. You know, we should be all set up soon. If you have not, please feel free to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell if you don't want to miss any streams. I'll admit, I'm pretty bad at actually, yeah, I'm pretty bad at actually updating people on when things go live. So the best way to stay updated on, you know, when things change and, you know, what's going on is to really hit the notification bell. So if you want to never miss a stream, that's probably your best bet. Okay, there we go. So we're finalizing a few things. Admittedly, this is my first time using this many Streamlabs things at the same time. So thank you guys for bearing with me. Really, really appreciate it. I thought I was all set up, and then I started realizing I was missing a few things. So, sorry about that. Anyways, we should be almost good to go in the next couple of seconds. And just gonna get that last bit in there. Obviously, do not want to fully jump into Paladins without having the correct setup. Goodness knows. But we should be good to go in a second. Okay, just finalizing. All right. Oh, wow, that's too big. So we're going to go ahead and put the daughter in a little corner over here, and then put her below a whole bunch of stuff. There we go. And just make her a little smaller so it's not quite so obnoxious. There we go. All right, great. Now that everything is completely set up, I'm going to go ahead and hop back into Paladins. Again, if you guys have a Paladins account, feel free to add Ragehound Raver, the name on the screen. Unfortunately, I couldn't get Ragehound. Some very sneaky player already grabbed my name, which stinks. And if you guys send me a donation, I am watching the actual chat and updates on my phone. So if you do send donations, ask questions, I'll do my absolute best to answer them. Admittedly, mid-game, I might not be the best. But, you know, I will acknowledge any donations. They do currently go towards my cat and her soon-to-be foster sister, whose name is Lucy. Unfortunately, Lucy's father, you know, has to find some new living situations, and his current residence does not allow cats. So we are currently fostering Lucy and helping her find her way. Another thing you may notice is the subscriber goal for February. Honestly, it'd just be really cool to hit 15,000. I don't expect to, but if we do, awesome. That would be amazing. Additionally, any chats on screen should be appearing on the side of the screen. If they are not, please let me know, because then that means that there's a problem. And if there's a problem, I'd like to fix it before I start getting into the shooty antics. And, you know, want to fix that before it gets to be a problem. Anyways, now that we have everything set up, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick eyeball at the chat before I hop into a game. So, let's see what some of you guys have said. So, some of you guys said Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you, Grizzy, and I appreciate it. Additionally, some of you guys asked how I'm doing. I'm doing okay. Admittedly, Valentine's Day is my least favorite holiday on the calendar year. I hate it. I do not like chocolate. I really don't like all of the mushy, malty nonsense. So, not my favorite. I don't like it. So that's just kind of how I feel about it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and hop back into Paladins now that we have everything set up. The player I'm currently hovering on is one that I'm going to be playing for a couple of rounds. I've come to love this champion. She is just a tanky nonsense player. I love her. I love playing support. Usually in most games I love supporting other people, but I really like having a semi-automatic in one of these kind of games. It makes you feel powerful. Honestly, it does. So, all right, last chance to join some of my warm-up rounds. If you have not already, again, the Discord is in the description. So if you'd like to join the voice chat, I'm currently sitting in general. If you would like to join, I realize it is 3 in the morning, so most of you are probably asleep. But, you know, just in case, that's where I'm sitting. All right. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and get started. I've turned a couple of the sounds off in this game because they do get very, very loud. And unfortunately, my headphones that I usually use to manage that loudness are broken, compliments of the cat. So currently working on that. But we're going to go ahead and warm up with some good old-fashioned team deathmatch training, which just basically means shoot everybody. I'm streaming.
You're streaming?
Mm-hmm.
What are you streaming?
Paladins.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oops. All right, so we're going to go ahead and grab Vivian. I've been playing with her a little bit. Judging by the mastery level and the skin of the other person who selected, they're probably fairly decent. So that's going to be interesting. Again, if you hear any cat noises, I'm sorry. Daughter keeps weird hours, so she may or may not be a little bit vocal. All right, so obviously we're going to start with some warm-up rounds because I'm a little bit rusty. But if you guys want to hop in when I'm doing matches or some other training rounds, please shoot me a message, tag me in chat. I'm more than happy to add you to the party. I just got to know who you are. So even though Suspect Everyone has a lot more power, honestly, I really like using Booby Trap because I like things that explode. Alright, because I'm a little too confident, I'm going to buy a kill to heal. Not that I'm going to kill anyone, but I'm going to try. Alright, looks like we have a Drogoss, a Mogi, a Pip, and a Broken Torbjorn. So this will be fun. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get in there and see how we do. I'm a little bit rusty, so it may not be so good. Yeah, so anyone saying that Paladins looked very similar to Overwatch? Yeah. It does. Not going to deny it. It is in beta and currently free. So if you have a Steam account, you can pretty much play this for next to nothing. Oh, dang it. Alright, got stuck in the corner. So I'm still getting used to playing a more tanky player. I'm so used to supports that it's a little weird when I have to get real aggressive. But, you know, I'm working on it, little by little. So if you want to join the Discord, I actually have a Discord channel. The channel is in the description. That's what I'm currently streaming from. And that was dumb. So that's going to be about the easiest way to join the conversation. While I'm in-game, I'm not going to be accepting friend requests or anything else because obviously I'm too busy shooting stuff. But if you want to join the Discord, you know, just use the link and let me know. I think I'm going to run down here, actually. There we go. There we go. Got someone. So, people who are asking what my Steam is, honestly, if you just add me on Paladins or Discord, I can let you know. Because while I'm in game, I can't really answer that kind of question. Because, you know, stuff's kind of going crazy, shooting stuff all over the place, not really organized. Using a mouse that does not really compute with my computer. If I decide this is a thing I want, I'll totally invest in it. Oh boy. But, you know, until I do that, probably won't. Let's add a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and off we go. To my knowledge, I'm pretty sure I am just playing with AI right now, so there's no real fear of getting shamed by anyone else playing. All right. Anywho, looks like I'm actually doing all right in training with this player. Or this character rather, I'm not super comfortable with. So I mean that's good. Only a 3 streak, which is kind of a bummer because usually I get a little bit more than that. But I'm sure as I get a little more used to her, should improve. Yep, didn't quite jump out of the way, but at least we won, so that's cool. Yeah, not really surprised that the person who's playing VIP and has a special skin for Drogoz got a really good play. Not shocked, really, if I'm being honest. Haven't really played Drogoz. If you play Overwatch, Drogoz is probably the most equivalent to Pharah, in the sense that he can fly up and shoot bombs and things, but doesn't quite handle the same way, so just be aware of that. So someone asked how Glove Furs is going. I haven't really been gloving recently. We unfortunately had some stinker that decided to post porn in our main chat, so had to deal with that, which was fun. If you are thinking of joining Glove Furs, unfortunately because of that, it's going to be invite only. So if that's a thing you want, you're going to have to tweet the Glove Furs handle to actually ask for permission to join the channel. Unfortunately, we had to start enforcing that because people are rude and stupid. So we had to be a little bit more selective in who we let in, which, you know, really stinks. All right, so we got this person, who I assume is a YouTuber follower. All right. Actually, let's see. Did you? Ah, there we go. Anyways, again, if you'd like to join Discord, if you'd like to join the party, if you'd like to, you know, start shooting stuff with me, you know, message me here or join the Discord channel in the description. Or send me an invite on Paladins. My name is Ragehound Raver. Unfortunately, somebody took my real name. So, unfortunately, that's the name I have to game under because that's all I got. So, you know, if you would like to play along, just let me know. Well, since this lovely person did not decide to indicate what they'd like to play, I'm still in warm-up. So, unfortunately for them, that means we're probably going to do another training round. Hope they don't mind. We're going to do some siege training so I can play matches and, you know, be roughly decent. One of our friends... Hi!
Hello!
Who am I speaking to? Unfortunately, I don't have Discord in my direct vicinity, so I can't see.
And now you're talking to who you're playing with.
Oh, perfect! Awesome! Oh wow, we have someone who plays real good in our group. So, I'm gonna go with who I'm decent at. Thanks for joining!
No problem.
So, how much have you been playing Paladins? I've been a little too addicted to it, so I've just been playing it almost every single night.
I haven't really been playing it too much.
Alright, well, we're in a training match, so we're only against AI at the moment, just because I'm still warming up. But, shouldn't be too bad. Oh my gosh, the ranked player's name is not 1Kek. I can't. And she's playing my favorite damage, or he, or whoever it is playing one of my favorite damage characters. Ugh, man. But, okay, so you're playing support. Nice. Always respect someone who can play a good support. Yeah, this should just be AI, so it shouldn't be super intimidating. I mean, the AI is actually... In my honest opinion, the AI on Paladins is a little bit smarter than the AI on Overwatch, so getting, like, pentakills is just a tad bit more difficult. Yeah. But on here, I mean, it's good. I've definitely been able to master a couple players just by popping through a few rounds of this, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
So, what other games do you play?
Right now it's mostly World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy 14.
Those are great games. Unfortunately, I never played World of Warcraft, but I did get to do some beta playing of Final Fantasy, so definitely love that game. Oh, good, we didn't die first. That's a good one. Yeah, the AI is like not super difficult to beat in this, but if you have someone trying out a new player for the first time, it gets a little bit ugly because if they don't quite know what their moves do, you get like the person who's like really not sure what they're doing, which was me for like the entire first week that I played this. But yeah, I'm playing Leanne right now just because I haven't really done much with her, and one of my good friends who plays Opio, who is 3Ps, because some jerk took his name too. He's actually really, really good with her, but one of the things I've noticed is as long as you can aim, you're a good Leanne player.
Normally that's how it goes.
Yeah. I mean, she's probably the closest to McCree, if I had to compare them. But her version of High Noon is a little bit horrifying. It does about 1,600 damage, which I honestly think is probably a little overpowered, but I'm not complaining because when I do play her, I feel ridiculous.
Well.
But yeah, she's pretty cool. Okay. Well, it looks like someone managed to corner me, finally. By which I mean the AI finally figured out how to corner me, which stinks. Because I was doing a couple of matches earlier with characters I'm super comfortable with, and the one thing I was noticing is I managed to get matched with people who had just started, so I could flank them way too easily. I was like, oh boy. Like, the fact that I can just sneak up in this corner and do pretty much no work and pop you out in about 3 shots is a little sad.
Yeah.
But for some reason, the AI occasionally is more competent than other players, which is a little bit terrifying. When you're just trying, like I tried Eevee about 2 rounds ago, and I don't know how to play her at all, and I would say the AI probably sniped me a good 5 times. I'm like, that's dumb. I actually play games relatively frequently, so I should not be getting killed that easily.
Yeah, I'd definitely say that the AI in Paladins is better than the one in Overwatch, definitely.
It learns a little quicker. So if you start flanking off the same side, it figures it out, and you're going to have probably a bad time with some of the other people. I mean, the funniest thing is when you play with other real players, and they're definitely testing out a new character, and they get, like bopped in a corner. It's really, really unfortunate. I was playing with a couple of people who I think had maybe played their character 3-4 times, but didn't really know how to handle them, and they got so mad just because one of the AIs outsmarted them around a corner, and I'm just like, dude, it's fine, like, we get it, you just started playing them. But, one of them got real mad at me because I was playing support, and I didn't heal them in time, but they also ran into a corner, so trying to get to them was a little tricky. And the chat was pretty much just them complaining the entire time about just not getting enough heals. I'm like, alright, well, maybe make yourself a little more healable, and I won't have so much difficulty, like, getting you the heals. Like, if you're gonna jump pretty much out of range every time you really need healing, then, yeah, I'm probably not gonna be able to heal you in time.
Yeah, and that's the thing I've noticed in these type of games, that some people just blame the healer no matter what.
Yeah, especially when people play the healer and then they realize how quickly you get flanked with that. I had someone use 3 ults on me just to get me out. Because every time they try to eliminate me, I would just, like, heal up one of our, like, really tanky players, and they just get, like, obliterated. So they pretty much had to use 3 ults on me, which was just really sad. You shouldn't have to use 3. It should only take about 1 or 2. But they just went nonstop, just ulting in every direction to try to get the healer out of there. I was like, okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, dude. Didn't think I was that hard to eliminate, but man, like it was even a support I don't play at all. It was my first time playing them, and they just like ult. It's like, oh, okay. I didn't think I was that intimidating to you guys, but fine, that works. Alrighty.
Like, it's understandable, but it's way too overkill.
Yeah, you shouldn't need to do that in training. It was a training match. I'm like, okay, or it was like, not training. It was like a match, but everyone playing on the other team had maybe played their champion once or twice at most. So, unfortunately, I'd literally never played Genos before, who, I don't even know who to compare him to in Overwatch, but I never played Genos, and I got 1 ult off and took out the entire team. Because they stood in a line like they wanted to get hit. And then the next round, everybody was trying to throw ults at me. And I'm like, guys, I'm really not that good. I'm just, you made it way too easy. I'm so sorry. And thankfully in Paladins, I don't think they've enabled like all chat yet. So if you're on either team, you can see chats. But if there had been all chat, oh man, I have to wonder just exactly what on earth they had to say about it. Oh, I can get Evie this time. Because I was just blasting people left and right. I felt really bad about it. Like, sorry. Alright, so someone asked what happened to Helly. Helly's in repairs. Her jaw took a bit of damage from an incident, so she's getting her jaw hinges fixed right now. It's been taking a while because she's already furred. I don't want to pull the fur off, and I don't want to redo it or send it back to the maker just yet until I can solidly determine that I can't fix it. So she's still getting fixed up, but you know, when she's back to normal, she'll be back on videos and streams and things, but right now she's in no state to be on camera. Her jaw basically like hangs, and that just wouldn't be polite to the maker who, you know, created her to show, because it's not her fault that happened. I got sucker punched while I was out fursuiting as Helly, so any damage that I sustained was pretty much accidental or my fault for just, you know, going into an area where I probably shouldn't have been fursuiting. So that is why Helly has not been in videos. She will be soon. Oh wow, that guy's got an army skin. Dude, nice skin. But yeah, she hasn't been in videos for a bit just for that reason. And I've been prioritizing the cat over any repairs because, you know, cat. So when I have time to really fix her up and get her back to working order, I will. But she's just not really in a place to be on video right now. Alright, so I think I played this champion a few times, so I should be decent at her. She's a pretty nice damage. The one thing I do like is she has a pretty accurate scope. The Victor character has a really nice ult, but for some reason I just have a lot of difficulty with the scope on it. Probably because there's like a little bit of a lag when I stream. So anytime I've tried to use him, I'm just not accurate at all. Ooh, there we go. There we go. Shouldn't be too hard. Unfortunately, this one's not as OP as the last character I was playing. Like, the ult on it is not as strong, but I do like that I can be a little bit more accurate. And I've gotten a couple play the games on her just by dumb luck of new players not realizing that I can totally see them and totally aim at them and take them out pretty quickly. And one of the nice little effects she has is her little sensors that show where people are can also explode. So I've gotten a couple of cheap shots on people like that, which, you know, I feel bad about, but not bad. Not bad enough to stop using it. Like that. I can literally just chuck stuff and be pretty much good to go. Oh, and someone else has my character, but unfortunately I know her a little better. There we go. Oops. The only character that I'm not very good at, but I really wish I was Skye, because her ult is so nice. It's just throw a bomb, wait for stuff to explode. But I can never seem to land it in such a way to, like, really make good use of it. I always either tend to get, like, obliterated or just generally throw it in a dumb direction where no one is standing. So I'll throw it and it'll go, time's ticking, and then nothing will happen. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, I mean, it's AI, so I wouldn't expect it to be that difficult. Unfortunately, I played one round where I was matched up against professional Paladins players, and my entire team was noobs. So I was just proud that I killed one person, and that's not really a thing that I aim to do. Like right now, I probably have like a 20 streak just from blasting people, but I did not even streak in that game. I got one cheap shot on someone who forgot I was standing there, and that was it. I didn't get any other kills the entire game. I was a support, but I literally did not get a singular kill.
Oh.
Ooh, wow. They managed to get me with that one. Dang, that was a quick elimination.
Yeah.
Did not think Willow would have her ult that fast. Whoa, they took out 3 people. So, like, this is, like, good example of, like, the AI in here is not as dumb as you would think.
Yeah.
You'd think it would be, because it's just AI, but it's really not. There we go. Let's see if I can't wipe a few people off the point real quick. Yeah, of course, we didn't ice shield.
Oh, hello.
Oh yeah, and one of the supports, Genos, that's another one of my favorite ones to play. Because it's just like, oh, it's a support, but one of his ults is just almost unfair. It's just way too overpowered. And apparently, I learned, it can go through walls. Did not realize that when I was playing him, accidentally fired at a wall, still took out 3 people. Which did not make a bit of sense to me whatsoever.
Yeah, I'd definitely say that his is one of the strongest ultimates.
There we go. And I'm lagging. There we go. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to pick him off first. There we go. Because if you happen to stand in big dumb conga line, you're pretty much gonna go first.
Yeah.
And, or if you step on Willow's bombs, which I apparently just jumped right into. Whoops. Yep, thought I avoided it. Just happened to step on the one just outside of my view. Whoops. But it looks like we have pretty good distance on this payload, so I'm not super worried. It's AI. I mean, they're not super great at defending, but real good at pushing if you screw up real bad. Yeah, bye. This ult is dumb. It's like you have a machine gun and 2 cannons, and that is your ult. Okay,
Oh my god.
Where is...
Reach for it! Bye-bye.
Oh, yeah. Reach the... The other one that's good like that is Leanne's. Leanne's ult is really nice, but oh my god, if you miss, you feel so dumb. If you miss that thing, it's the most insulting thing, because you just make no ground. At least with this character's, like, if your aim's a little bit sloppy, it's a little more forgiving, but if you can't aim, Leanne is not the character to play at all. She is literally sharpshooter. So if you're not good at aiming, do not pick her when you're starting. If anything, just get like a Kinessa or a Vivian, which is what I have, who, I mean, your aiming can be like, and you'll probably do fine. But yeah, anything that requires sharpshooting, like basically the version of Hanzo they have in here, or I mean, Kinessa's the Widowmaker, so your aim has to be like relatively good, but not like super great. And Victor's okay if your aim's kind of cruddy, because you can just kind of whip back and forth and hit something. Alright. So, clear that. Would you be interested in maybe popping through one match? It's going to be a little harder. I assume if you've played Overwatch, you're probably going to be fine. I have not actually played Overwatch. I've only ever spectated or watched YouTubers, so I'm not the best by any means. Yeah, let's just pop in Q for any of those options.
Yeah.
The only one I'm not going to put up is test maps, because test maps in the past has had a really bad habit of pairing me with like platinum players who've been playing it since the original beta and who are insanely good at flanking. And I'm decent at flanking, but I can get very easily outflanked because my mouse is a little bit glitchy and my lag time's a little bad. So if you have like 4 real good flanks on your team, I'm pretty much going to die first. So I haven't been doing test maps because those are people who are actually matched about 4 out of 5 times. And not a huge fan of dying in 2 shots. Alright,
Yeah.
so it looks like we have a really, really strong support, because that is a very rare skin. Terminus is pretty neat, so that's a cool frontliner. And it looks like we have basically little tiny Genji, otherwise known as Maeve.
Yeah.
So, I've never been able to play Maeve well. And also, I would imagine I'm probably crud at Genji if I ever played Overwatch, so that's not super surprising.
Wow.
I'm good with tanks and supports. Anything in between, not the best. Cassie, if you're a sharpshooter, is great, but if you really have bad aim, she's a little more forgiving than Leanne, but God help you if you miss and you're out of, and you have to reload, because there's a good 4 or 5 seconds where you can be an idiot and walk right into the middle of the map and pretty much get sniped by any mouse. Alright. We're going to do this loadout. I need to make custom loadouts for her. I'm definitely going to buy her once I have 12,500 gold, which I did, and then I bought Torvald. Totally forgot that I was trying to get Vivian. I was like, oh, whoops. But he's fun, too. If you're on the right map and you have that hyper beam in just the right spot, there is nothing more entertaining than hyper beaming your entire team off the map. I've only done it once. But, God, just Just the reactions from teammates is funny. They're just like, oh! I'm like, yeah, they all stood on the edge. That was dumb.
Gotta love the old geezer with a Swedish accent.
I mean, everyone's going, he's Doomfist. He's really not. He's really not. I mean, if that's Doomfist, then I don't know.
Okay, then I wonder if those people have actually seen Doomfist.
I mean, he does not play like Doomfist. Who is shooting me? Who do you have sniping?
Pick on top.
Let's do that.
And now behind it. Alright.
Ah, okay.
God damn it.
Thankfully, this one's deathmatch, so just shoot things and you're good.
Now. Again, that pip is definitely gonna be a pain.
Although, we've got a pretty good support that's actually doing some pretty good healing, so I'm not super worried. A little annoyed by the fact that they're a little more maneuverable, and my spacebar is a little bit laggier than your average person who plays this, like, regularly, but... Come here, Pip. Come here. There we go. Ah, wow. That Sky. And you have good flankers, man. That is the thing that'll take me out. I still am not trained to look for it. I'll pretty much look to the side and be like, oh, darn it. As soon as I see someone flanking, I'm like, ah, oh, damn. Probably should look for that. And the other thing is, like, if you're used to the AI in this, oh, man. You're going to get so, like, comfortable with it that you'll forget the, like, how real people play is they don't walk directly into bullets. Oh, nice elimination there, Saris. Nope, nope, nope. I see you. You're not sneaky. You're not sneaky. Bye.
Alright, I'll never want to challenge Makoa ever again.
No. Oh, shoot. Get out, get out, get out. Why can't I get out? Oh my god, please get out.
Shit. Oh.
That was a well-placed sky bomb. Someone knows how to play sky.
Yeah.
Darn.
Oh my god. Oh, no, fucking no.
Jeez, they're just ulting in every direction. I didn't think we were that intimidating. Alright, I guess we are winning, but... I didn't think it required that many consecutive ults.
Oh, no.
Oh my gosh. Where the heck even are you? Ah!
Yeah, jumping right in the middle of all of them.
I know. My mouse glitched and I'm like, oh, this is not the right time for this. Yeah, I have a Mac that doesn't take USB ports, so I'm literally running off like some bootleg version. And it's not the best.
Oof,
Wow, I almost maybe had the pip, and then lost it completely. Yep. All right. Well, we might actually still win, so that that's good.
Yeah.
That's one less D on my record, even though I contributed probably 0. No, but the people I usually play with are pretty much pro Overwatch players, so they teabag, they're rude, they just emote right in front of people even though they're probably gonna die. Alright, let's just get out of that nonsense. Woo, okay. Nope, that was some bad aiming right there.
Oh no.
Yep. Come here, Pip. Come here. Come here. Let me get you. Let me get you. Not you. Ah, got one. Got another one.
There you go.
I mean, I'm actually not bad with her. I haven't played her in a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, Makoa, bye, bye. Nope, 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 nope. No broken roadhog. I don't want to. Darn it.
And I'm a chicken. Alright.
Do I have any more? Yeah, I do have more. Direct attack damage. There we go. Cool. I got one solo kill. Okay, I'll take it.
Oh, hello, big old turtle. How you doing?
Oh, of course you shielded. Alright, let's get some health back.
Yeah.
Throw out one of these. Thank you. I'm at 1 health. I mean, I could charge right in if I really felt like it, but, yeah, that's not gonna work.
Alright.
Yep, there you are.
Whoa, hello.
Oh, that sky just stayed completely still. That was probably not the best idea.
Yeah.
No, please, make it easier to kill you. We're pretty much almost about to take it, so I appreciate it.
Whoa. Hello there, Victor. Good old pal.
Come on out. Come on out. I have my ult on. I can completely ice you in like 3 seconds.
Yeah. Behind you.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, hello, Makoa. How you doing?
There. Yeah, I couldn't quite get around it. Couldn't quite get around it, but I was like, at least I want to take someone out. I mean, come on now. I'm like sitting in your base just taking pot shots. None of you are gonna move. None of you feeling like not getting shot today.
I do not want to challenge Makoa. Get out of here.
Yeah, you're playing support, so
No.
that's not gonna end well. Oh, I just saw it. I'm so sorry. Oh no. Who took you out? Who took you out?
Goddamn turtle.
Yeah, Makoa is pretty much Roadhog.
Yeah.
Pretty much Roadhog.
Yeah, just more broken at this point.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that's, yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah.
I have a strong suspicion they probably took a whole bunch of us out, and I might have been one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't the one in the kill of the game. Nice! Nice! I was not in top play as a death. That's an achievement I'm proud to wear.
Oh my god.
Alright, I might try one more, but I'm not gonna do deathmatch, because, I mean, that just gets silly.
Yeah.
Haven't done Onslaught in a bit.
Wow.
I like it because it's basically just stand on the point and not die. So if you happen to pick the one character with a stupid amount of health, you're usually fine. Or if you pick Torvald, you just hyper beam people off the point as much as you can. Okay, there we go. Got him. Not super great with him, but when the ult comes along, my favorite is just to sweep people off. I don't think anyone in Overwatch has that ability necessarily, just like blow people off of points.
The closest thing to Torvald's ult, I'd say Roadhogs.
A little bit?
Basically, the closest you'll get in Overwatch.
I mean, the only thing I really wish we had from Overwatch was just a Bastion that just kind of like pops down and just becomes a turret. I don't know if you watch Muselk, but apparently he played Torbjorn and his friend played Bastion. His friend just sat in front of the turret. Turret took all the damage and he just shot everyone. I'm like, what the fuck? What kind of strategy is that? And the scariest thing is, it worked for like 3 games. I'm like, what? Or
Muselk is like the meme strat guy.
I mean, I honestly died watching him just make kill gates with Symmetra. I'm like, that's just cruel, but really, really funny. Let's just do life.
Gotta go with those meme strats, you know?
I mean, I'm just waiting for the day when a bunch of idiots do a team full of Mercies. Just to see who dies the least. Because the only thing I've learned from Mercy players is that you're pretty much an immediate target. Regardless of how good you are. Like, oh, it's a Mercy, shoot it.
Yeah. If someone has a res, then yeah, focus them down.
I mean, my favorite was my friend played it for the first time, got furious, and was like, wait, why am I getting sniped? I'm like, because you chose Mercy. That's what Mercy does. She just gets sniped all the time. Alright, can my horse not? There we go. Yeah, okay, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, sometimes it's either one really. Either you get focused down immediately, or they just don't. They couldn't care less.
Yeah.
When it comes to supports.
I mean, if you have a bad support, I've seen games where they just ignore them. So they're like, oh, they're literally not healing. Yeah, just go for the Bastion. Like, oh, okay. Alright. I don't think I've hit anything yet. That's, I need to practice this character way more!
Oh.
Whoever's playing, like, faux Hanzo is actually, like, doing alright.
Oh my god. Huh? Oh.
There we go. Yeah, I thought I had it. I was just trying to shield, and I was like, oh, wait. I thought I had enough health for that. I did not. I did not. That was silly. So where are you based out of?
Hmm?
Where are you based out of, country-wise or state-wise?
Norway, actually.
Oh, nice.
And you were in
New York.
NYC?
Yup.
Hmm.
Obviously not a pro gamer.
Oh. Oh, no.
There we go. Oh, didn't get it in time to get you.
Just a second too late.
I thought I timed it right, but didn't quite get there. Oh, hi. Go away, go away. Yeah, this ability's kind of dumb, but I like it. And didn't quite get that. Thought I was in the safe zone.
Hello. What the?
Yeah, this team's a little bit more aggressive than the ones I've been playing. Okay.
Yeah, what did that?
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do something dumb.
Hmm?
I'm gonna do something dumb. I'm gonna try to get in that darn shaft and snipe people. Just, I don't know why.
No.
Just need to get rid of this stinker first.
And turtle in the corner. Hello. Alright.
Oh my god. Now's not the time to glitch, computer. Now is not the time. Alright, I just want my ult so I can blow
there we
people
go.
off the point. Let's. Oh, I do have it.
You.
Nice. Who? You're playing
Let's
support, right?
see.
Who's healing? Who's healing? Who's healing? Anybody? Okay.
Oh, there's this guy.
Oh. I guess I'm just gonna chill here and hold the point for everybody. I mean,
Hello
nobody's
again.
here. Bye. Get out. Did I blow him off the map? Because, I didn't.
No.
I thought I might have, you freaking stinker.
Yeah. You blew him right into me, though.
Ah, dang it.
Oh.
The nice thing is if you just stand on the edge, you just keep holding the point. Oh, you came up behind me. You stink. All right. I'm not playing with headphones, so I'm not hearing people run up behind me. Darn it. My cat kind of ate through my my earbuds, and my headphones don't quite connect to voice chat right. So haven't really been playing much of that. All right. You know what? Here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna play the A-hole round.
Oh.
Oh, is there someone there? Nope. Okay, you're just backing up from the radio. Cool.
Yeah. Oh, back. Hello there.
There we go. Hello.
Yeah, behind you. Never mind.
Got him. Got him. Now that I know what they're trying to do. I'm actually not that bad. I'm not that bad. I'm just a little rusty. I haven't played in 3 days, which really shouldn't mean that you're rusty, but in my case, yep.
Huh. Oh, that kid is way too aggressive.
Okay, I'm just gonna shield up because no.
Oh, cheeky go up. Oh, hello. That was a sky bomb, apparently.
It was. I don't have my shield. Oh, yeah, you died. Mike, wait. There.
Oh. Oh, no.
No,
I don't want to challenge no Mako up.
Yeah, I did. But I died on a point, so I was still holding it, so that counts.
Yeah,
oh, really, Victor? Really? You had to bomb me out of existence? Makoa was not enough? Alright, to be fair, Torvald has a almost absurd amount of health. So,
Yeah.
fair. But really? Like, did you need to? I don't think you needed to. I think that was a little too much. That was a lot. I'm just gonna chill on the point. Come here, Victor. Come here. I see you. You're not sneaky. Come here. Try it again. Come here. Try it again.
There goes my car. Ah, damn it.
Come here. Either Androxus or I will get you. Oh! Oh my god, I fell down the freaking rafter trying to get him. Ugh. I had him at 1. Well, that's embarrassing. I was like, come here. Let me just die by...
Rage? Alright.
Rare, yeah, a little bit.
Oh, no. Why make someone that can teleport through walls?
Bye. Well, I mean, I thought I would get them off the point with that, but I just threw them back a few feet. But hey, they were physically off the point for about 4 seconds.
Oh.
Oh, darn. They actually might take it. Oops.
Maybe. We'll see.
I said might. I didn't say will.
Hmm.
My ult is not remotely charged enough for this nonsense. Get out of here. You know what? Shoo. No one wants you.
Oh.
Get out. Get out.
Oh, why?
I mean, heck, if I have to be petty and just stand here, I will frickin' do it. I just stood in a corner. I'm like, okay, guys. Victory courtesy of me being a jerk and standing in the corner.
Oh, that little.
I just stood in the corner. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna take the point, you guys. Y'all shoot it out over there. I'm just gonna stand here.
Yeah.
Don't really feel like arguing. I'm just gonna stand. Seal the point by being a jerk.
Well, if it works, it works.
I have 5,700 health, and we have 10 seconds. I don't think you can reload that fast. Have fun. Freaking cheaters? Was he on our team even?
See. No. He was on the other team, yeah.
I'm not salty.
Yeah, I think he saw you last minute there. Might have.
I didn't see him. What? I don't know her. I don't know what our Cassie was even doing. But I couldn't see.
Oh my god.
Wait. There we go.
While in this, it might have been because of the splash damage on my grenades or something. Might have been.
There we go. So he's happy. There are wall hacks. I'm a good sport. I'm a good sport. Alright. Would you like to play one more?
Yeah, sure.
Cool deal. It's like 4 in the morning, but heck.
Mm.
I've been doing this till like 5 a.m. on a few nights. And I'm trying to unlock Vivian, who's 12,500 points. So...
And apparently the Blue Roo paid for a shot, but didn't get any.
Oh no! My phone went dark, so I didn't see it. Alright, let me quickly... Wait, Pokari?
Yeah.
Wait, what is Pokari doing in here? Pokari, what are you doing? Why are you watching me fail at gaming? Oh my god. Oh, now I just feel rude. Okay, Pokari, I am holding a beer. I don't have liquor on me. I will take a hefty sip of this in honor of you. I'm really glad you got your birthday present. It only took 17 consecutive times to send it, so I'm glad it finally made it to you. Don't worry about how much it cost, because that's irrelevant, because you are priceless. But I will do this shot for you of, wait, let me look. Anti-Hero India Pale Ale, because I may or may not have run out of vodka. All right, here we go. To Pokari. I don't know if anyone heard the dull thud of a beer can hitting my computer screen, but there you go. to Pocari. Let's take a peek. Oh, so we have Pocari. Yes, Pocari, it's 3 in the morning, / maybe 4 in the morning. Yeah, it's 4 in the morning, so YOLO. We have Nos Hyena. Why do we stream at these times? Because I don't know what regular sleep schedules are. Wow, it's literally Pocari and Nos taking over the darn stream. Wow. Well, here's to the Blue Roo. Thank you so much. I appreciate it a lot. You have successfully paid for cat litter for my beautiful daughter, who is currently on the screen if you're watching this stream, who will be soon joined by a foster daughter, who I do not currently have a picture of, but when the two of them decide not to try to kill each other, I will take a picture of them. She arrives tomorrow, and if you follow me on Instagram, I will be sure to take pictures of them meeting each other and hopefully not killing each other. And her name is Lucy, which is maybe not, short for Lucifer. So, be excited for cats, because that's my life now. And Nos, yeah, spiritual level, you're Australian. So if you like things on spiritual levels, wow, hi, slurring, that shot was strong. Check out Alice in Wonderland. She's actually an Australian native, and I have one of her flags in my room which says, fuck me up on a spiritual level. So this is going to get demonetized. But if you like electronic music and you want to support a fellow Aussie, might I suggest checking her out, because she did fuck me up on a spiritual level at several shows where she completely rocked it. Alright, now that I've acknowledged the Blue Roo and trying to make me an alcoholic, we're going to go play another game. And happy belated birthday, Pocari. I love you to pieces. Come to America, goddammit. You and Nos should just fly over in a suitcase and come to FWA or MFF. If you do, not that I'm trying to bribe you, but I will pay your bar tab. So please come. Anywho, new game, where I will probably suck less. Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, time will tell.
I also learned today that if you try to use the restroom while they're queuing a match and you forget to click the button, they make you wait for 45 seconds, which, to be honest, is actually really not that bad compared to other games. You know what? Let's go full meme. Let's do broken as heck Junkrat.
Alright.
And Nos, when I say belated, I mean like maybe last month and or several months ago, because the first time I tried to send it was in 2017. So when I say belated, I don't mean like recently. I mean like I tried to send Pocari a box full of Peeps, Peep plushies, Peep socks, and a handwritten letter, and the Australian Post confiscated it as contraband, and then the American Post Service lost it. So I ended up just going off of Amazon, and Amazon's pretty dang reliable. So I tried to at least get Pocari an acceptable Peep replacement. Unfortunately, it was not as large as the first Peep, which was bigger than Pocari's head, by my estimation. But I thought it would make a decent replacement.
Hello.
Hello! Who's joining?
Just say the Husky.
Hey, nice to have you on.
I was trying to install Paladins earlier, but I went to go ahead and launch it, but said some DLL file was missing, and I'm like...
Yeah, so Paladins is a free beta, and unfortunately it comes with free beta issues, such as like being a little glitchy. So where I started from is I usually launch it from Steam, and it's pretty reliable that way. But yeah, I know. It can be a little bit funky. What are you guys all doing just standing here? Can you go out? Nope? Okay, cool. I'm just gonna... Oh, we're on the opposite side. That always messes me up. Okay, cool. I was like, wait, where are we? What is this? There we go.
Oh, no. Hello.
Throw some in here. Throw some in there. Okay, that did nothing, but hey, you know. I don't know. I like that, unlike Junkrat, you're not just, like, flailing bombs randomly in the air. You can, like, actually stick them to people. That's one improvement. Overwatch, take note, because that's actually pretty handy.
Mm-hmm.
But the only thing I don't like is the quote-unquote Junkrat-like role is a little bit unreliable and doesn't always work. There we go. Nope, missed. Alright, come here, you.
What consoles do you guys have?
You're gonna laugh, but the latest console I have in my apartment is an N64, and the latest console I have at my parents' house is an Xbox 360. I've actually not bought a console in several years. I've just been playing stuff on Steam for fun.
Fair enough.
And a couple of my friends own consoles, so it kind of gets to that point where I don't really buy consoles anymore, because I really just have to get invited places, and I'm good, pretty much.
The only console I have is a PlayStation 2, but I don't regret buying it last year.
I mean, it's a pretty solid console. I played Final Fantasy X, so like that thing holds up pretty nice. Alright, who are you? Who are you? Who is she? Alright, get out of here.
Yeah, one of my friends did lend me Final Fantasy X, and I bought, like, Gran Turismo 4, also Devil May Cry 3, Battlefield 2, and...
The golden ages of Platinum before they started making, like, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I have, like, 30 games on there. It came with, like, 20 games when I bought it off this trading website.
Oh god, I got stuck. Yeah, I mean, I've just been doing Steam, because, like, at some point, I've kind of seen every other YouTuber play something, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, it looks fun, but when you've seen every single YouTuber play Subnautica, you kind of know what it does. You're kind of bored of it. Oh, no. How did it hit me from over here?
Oh, no.
What? Oh, that was stupid.
Alright. Dodged a bomb only to get killed by a teleporting kid. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, thanks for joining us, Hyena. I appreciate it. Goodness, you didn't have to join. I just came to make it rain on your stream. I did not anticipate you to just, like, randomly bamf into mine, but hey, thank you. Alright, you get out of here. You get out of here. Where is this idiot? Come here.
I hear myself in stream and I just sound so boring.
Nah, I mean, it's fine. Alright, where are all the
It's
jokes
only
at?
10 p.m. now.
I'm gonna do the broken as heck Junkrat roll. There we go. There it is. It does not take out...
Gets one kill.
I know! It's stupid! It should get more than that! And I'm dead again. If it was a true Junkrat, it would take out...
You say it needs more kills? Oh my god.
Oh, I got sniped. That was stupid.
Oh, okay.
Join the general voice channel.
Yeah, I used to separate them out, and at this point, like, by the time I'm halfway through a game, I really don't feel like trying to add everyone in while I'm midway through shooting people, so I'm like, yeah, just join this one. Oh, hi, get out of here, and you killed me. And we're losing by quite a bit.
Well...
I'm kind of tempting to do the stand in the corner like a lazy jerk hack. I'm a little tempted. Oh, no, go over here. There we go. Bomb King. Can you do the thing? Oh, no. And sniped again. Someone knows how to aim. Okay. Alright, do I have any... No. Okay, cool. Alright.
Okay, I gotta say, their supports are really aggressive here.
Yeah.
The only highlight of my day today was drawing on Stormy for Valentine's Day.
Oh, I love Stormy. The funniest thing was when he was doing his Ascari Husky interview, I got a little bit winded, so I ended up taking my head off and just sitting. I've never seen a fursuiter so, like, genuinely, like, horrified by what was under the mask. He's like, wait, that's you? It's like, yeah. Yeah, what were you expecting exactly? So halfway through his interview, he's like, who's your fursuit crush? And they're like, Ragehound. It's totally not, because I'm staring at their head right here in front of me. And I'm like, oh no, I'm literally just chilling right here, trying to... Oh, hi. Hi, jerk. Hi. What's up? Just trying to, like, cool off, but yeah, totally. Alright, you know what? Die. Die already.
Oh,
I can get stuck by a bomb. Get stuck by a bomb. Can you just... You know what?
Still don't want to die.
And of course my screen went completely black, so I'm just, like, doing a Jesus take the wheel round. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's no way we are capping this point. Oh my god.
We might cap it, but yeah, this is not going well.
I'm just trying to stay on the point a little bit longer. Okay, that's fine.
Didn't quite work.
Dang it. I stayed on there for slightly more seconds than I thought I would. At least, to my knowledge, there's no way to teabag other players in this game. So that is a small saving grace. And I went in a complete circle. Oh my, just get off the dang horse. Alright. My screen is a little bit laggy, so it's just like, okay. Let's just throw some shit here. Oh, you know what? No, get out of here. I don't like you. Get out. I don't know you. Get out. Hey, support, could you maybe heal? Thank you.
Yeah.
No, not you, the other one, the tree.
Ah.
He's just running around the map being like, throwing axes. I'm like, hey, would you mind just a quick favor?
Yeah, that's why you should play with a support rather than rely on this matchmaking.
I mean, I usually main support. That's the funny joke. So I'm like, wait, you couldn't support that? Explain, because I have supported way dumber teams than this.
Yeah.
But I usually play Saris, so she's a little bit more hardy than most. So as long as you have like some of like the sticky soul collections on, like you're pretty much good. All right, you know what? You're an ass, not you. Like, what are you trying to do right now? What are you trying to do? That was so dumb. Like, what are you doing?
Just standing there in your face, shooting at you when there's a support standing right beside you.
Keep shooting, man. I'm not gonna die from that. You might want to get on point. Not that you're gonna look. Wow. To be fair, that hairdo looks really stupid on this guy. Not that I'm salty at all, but it is kind of dumb. Misuse of time's ticking. Get out of here. Wow. If you're gonna You're just gonna throw it for shits? Why?
Mm.
Why? Did you manage to get Paladins? Because I feel like you would enjoy a game of us just being stupid. Like, I'm actually not horrible at it. I'm okay. I'm okay at it. What is my score? I need to know.
I'm not sure if my PC could run it, though, because it's pretty potato.
True. I mean, I
can
have
only,
a
like,
MacBook.
play games that were released before 2010.
I mean, I'm running it on a MacBook Pro. Hello?
Hi, Retown.
Hey, what's up?
Hi. Oh my god, I'm so nervous to talk to you.
I don't know why. I'm literally just, like, being terrible at video games on the internet at 4 in the morning. There's not really much. I mean, thankfully I have a good sport.
Well, you're one of my actually favorite furry YouTubers.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
And actually, your Gloving 101 video got me into gloving.
Oh,
So-
that's great. Oh, I'm so happy. I haven't been gloving recently because, you know, I've been like a little bit busy. So the Glove Furs channel has been mainly run by Pox and one of my other friends just in the interim to help me, you know, deal with the other stuff I have to deal with. Oh, goodness. But that makes me really happy. You know, one thing I really want to do with the next con I go to, probably not FWA this year, probably not MFF this year, but soon is actually get like a gloving panel, like seminar, get everyone kind of acclimated because, I mean, I don't know what your experience has been, but I really, really like the ability to just kind of be creative and innovative with just your hands. So I'm really happy that, you know, you've kind of picked it up because admittedly for furries, it's kind of like a weird thing. You're used to paws and stuff. So the thought of going back to human hands and doing like finger shapes and stuff probably seems a little weird, but, you know, I'm really glad you picked it up.
Yeah, because I watched your video and I was watching some of your other videos and I'm like, what the heck is gloving? And I watched it, I'm like, that's actually really cool. And then I saw your light show you did at the end and I'm like, whoa, that's awesome, you know?
Yeah. I mean, the easiest way to describe it is gloving technically falls under the umbrella of flow arts, which is essentially, you know, any kind of art form that involves flow, movement, you know, dynamic motions and such. I mean, my roommate's a b-boy, so kind of that sort of thing. But the nice thing about it is, you know, no matter what you kind of do with it, is you can always make it your own, even though it's literally just your hands. So, like, that always, like, makes me really happy. And even people who are in glove furs, like, not all of them are glovers. We've got hoopers, poi spinners, a couple of DJs, a couple of dancers. So the nice thing about it is, even if you're not, like, quote-unquote, like, a glover, you can always find your own way to spin it. So for me, gloving's always been about creatures and like weird little things you can do with your hands that make people go, what the hell are you doing? So as soon as I can get someone to look at me really horrified, like, oh my god, what was that? I've pretty much won. So I'm really glad you got into it. And if you have any questions, like, please feel free to ask me. We do have a Glove First chat on Telegram. Unfortunately, it's invite only because of some nonsense that happened this past week, but you know, if you can't get in, by all means, send me a DM.
I was actually able to join Glove Furs before the incident happened, so I am in Glove Furs actually right now.
Awesome. Which name do you go under, if you don't mind? If you're not comfortable, totally fine. But
no, it's fine. It's just Party Favor. I'm Party Favor on like every social media.
Oh, so you're Party Favor. Oh, well, it's really great to talk to you. That's awesome. If you're going to FWA or MFF, I'll definitely be there, and by then I should have gloves that work. I'm really good friends with LED Gloves and some members of Amazing Lights, so I should have a fresh set.
Want to go to FWA so badly and MFF, but I can't yet because I just don't have the money.
That makes total sense. I mean, you know what? The nice thing about it is when you finally have the ability to go there, it's going to be so much more fun. I'll be completely honest. The first time I went to a furry con, I was probably like 26 or 27. So there's no shame in getting late to the party. I mean, honestly.
No pun intended, because my name's Party Favor, LOL.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, once you get there and you feel comfortable, it's honestly a good time. It can get a little raucous, but it's honestly a lot of fun. So even if it takes you a bit to get there, it's completely worth waiting if you have to, or if you have to figure some stuff out. Like, it's okay. Like, there's no one's judging you for it.
Yeah, I agree. And after seeing the dance competitions for like MFF and FWA and seeing all my favorite fursuiters there, I'm like, I want to go and meet them. And then I saw you at MFF and at the dance competition. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're so cute.
Oh no, yeah. Full disclosure, yeah, I forgot half my routine. So I was supposed to do a whole bunch of other stuff, but I got really nervous, so I kind of just froze up and just went into...
That would be me on stage. That would be me on stage.
I mean, I wish people were allowed to film at prelims, because honestly, the things I threw at prelims, even my roommate was just like, what are you doing? Like, what are you even doing right now? Dang it, and I got killed again.
But
it was
so
dumb.
I was watching your live stream, your 2017 recap live stream, and you were saying that, like, you were crying in your first suit. I'm like, oh!
I'm sorry.
That broke my heart.
I mean, I have a really deep connection with the song, which can be a good and a bad thing. I've loved Porter Robinson for a really long time, and, his songs really speak to me. So if you have a song like that really speaks to you, occasionally you get, like, a little bit, like, blubbery under the suit. And it was the point where, like, I couldn't actually figure out where the stage was, and Gail kind of had to help me find the stage because I could not, like, see. I didn't say anything, but I could not see the stage. I'm like, I literally can't see anything right now. But honestly, it was a good experience. Next year, I'm going to come back with a much stronger routine that I will remember this time. So it should be better. It should be better. But I was just like so excited to even be on stage that I had so much fun, even though I forgot half the things I was going to do. So if you ever want to get into dance, do it. I mean, honestly, there's no shame in just putting yourself out there. Even if you're not the best, like, practicing it and, oh, darn, I got stuck. Even just practicing it and getting a little more acclimated to it is completely fine.
Yeah, and me, I have a YouTube channel that I'm working on currently. I post dance videos and just started my gloving videos after I got my gloves.
Nice!
So, yeah. I've been dancing since I was like 3 years old.
Oh, awesome. So what kind of gloves do you have, if I may ask?
I got the Easy light set from Amazing Lights.
Oh, that's a great starter set.
I know that's a really good starter glove set, but I want to eventually get Spectras because I feel like the Easy lights are really bright in your face. And I noticed that you can change the brightness settings, so I'd rather get Spectras.
Yeah, I mean, the ones I use right now are Uber Nanos by one of my friend's companies. The only reason I'm using them over, like, Spectras is because the size. They're really small, so if you have, like, teeny tiny hands, they're pretty effective. Wow, I'm playing terribly this round. They're pretty effective because if you have, like, little tiny hands, it just sits, like, pretty much right on your fingernails, and it's honestly really easy to use. But, if you have a little bit bigger hands and you can kind of handle those bigger chips, like, the Spectras are honestly great. Good God.
I saw your your Everything Black light show that you posted on Facebook, and your setting that you have it with the where you when you move the tips turn red.
Oh, yeah, I don't have that set
That was a
anymore.
cool setting.
I don't have that set anymore. I have to change it on my new ones because my Spectras, unfortunately, had a bit of a mishap. But
What happened to your Spectrums?
I had a friend that got a little too excited and like spilled a beer on them. So
Uh-oh.
it happens. It completely happens.
So
Oh
for me, I don't think I'm ever gonna go to any of those cons because I live all the way over in New Zealand.
Could you go? Could you ever go to Furdu though?
Furdu or Amber, New England are good ones for over there.
Well, Enter New England is in Boston, I think.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I mean, but Furdu's pretty quick. I mean, not like super close, but it's probably a lot closer than the ones that I usually go to.
Has Enter New England even happened yet this year? Because it usually happens in like January, February.
Yeah. I haven't been paying attention. I've been focusing on work, so I haven't really been looking, but I think it happens around this time. I'm going to FW, which is like April, and then MFF is right around the first week of December. So I can't remember when Furdu happens, but I do remember that one tends to be a bit easier to travel to for anyone in like the New Zealand, Australia area, just because it's probably not as long a flight. But I don't say I have to check. Funny story, even though I post like tons of videos about like cons, I've only ever been to MFF. That's the only con I've ever been to. I've been to it for probably 3 years now. I mostly do EDM festivals just because like that's my real passion. Like I love going to EDC every year. That's kind of my Disneyland once a year, my one vacation. And then I do
I want to go to EDC. It looks like so much fun.
It is. I would definitely say it's worth waiting till you're 21 just because the city of Las Vegas is pretty restrictive. So at EDC you have to be 21, but you really have to wait till you're 21 at least for the rest of the time because anything you want to do, you have to be at least 21. And honestly, it's not that bad because once you get there at 21, you have pretty much all access to everything. The only thing I would say is if you live in a colder, more damp area, the first time you go, do not try to go as hard as you can. Do not drink a ton. Do not go party a ton because it'll probably feel amazing for the first like 7 hours. And then the Vegas heat will catch up to you and it'll be rough. So my first year there, I was partying nonstop for probably the first 2 days. And then the day before EDC started, I had to take an entire day to sleep in bed because I was sick as a dog because I went way too hard. So if you're going to do something like that, at least plan to take it a little easy your first time. Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
I heard someone else on Discord ask a question. Just want to make sure I didn't miss it. Does someone else have a question?
No.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Hey, Rage, since we were talking about dancing before and your routine and everything, I actually just posted today a little dance glove light show thing. I was dancing and I wore my gloves and I did a routine to Sad Shelter because I also did a glove video to regular Shelter as well.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out later. Porter's been like a huge influence for me. So anyone who's really into Porter, like, I respect that. He's a little weeby, but he's like one of my favorite producers out there right now. The other like guilty pleasure I have is drum and bass. So if you really like the old song I had in my intros, it's not going to be the same when I get my intro remade. It's currently being made by Kurt New, who will eventually have a final draft for me. Until then, it's going to be the temp intro that JC Loice was kind enough to create for me as a interim temp or intro bit. If you liked the old one, that's actually by Wilkinson, who's a drum and bass artist based in the United Kingdom or the UK. And it's called Sweet Love. So if you really were into that, I highly recommend checking out Wilkinson and like the drum and bass community, because that's where a lot of the songs I used in my older videos came from, essentially. All right.
Yeah, and I posted a gloving video in Glovers of me doing a light show to One Trick Pony by Deadmau5, and Deadmau5 is actually what originally years ago got me into EDM and trap and dubstep type music, and I'm like, I want to do a little homage light show to a Deadmau5 song because I love Deadmau5. I still like Deadmau5, so...
I actually got to see one of the Deadmau5 showcases in New York. He's pretty good. I will say it depends on where you see him. If you see him in a more intimate venue, it's a little bit different than at the festival stage. But if you can get into one of his smaller shows, do it, because it's completely worth it. So people still gaming on the line. I just popped us in a queue for deathmatch because I wasn't sure if you wanted one more, but if you don't, let me know. I can definitely pop us out of it. But I figured maybe one more. I will play a character that I'm not terrible at this time.
Oh, the vape just went down the wrong pipe. Oh, jeez.
Oh, no.
That's exactly why I don't vape.
I...
And I'm probably too young to anyways. I'm only 15 years old.
Oh, no, wait.
Yeah.
You sound older.
They
so...
only sell it to usually 18 or older, so...
Well, in New York,
Some
I
of my
think it's a little more
friends,
restrictive.
Or I don't know. I don't know if they're really my friends anymore, but they have been at school just vaping like don't give a damn, and I'm just like, oh my god.
I mean, I did it as kind of like a nice way to relax, but I don't really prescribe to the whole like vape competitions, biggest cloud, making the biggest, fanciest vape tricks. Honestly, I just do it as a nice, relaxing thing. So at a con, it's completely likely that you'll stumble into me just vaping in a corner before or after a dance comp, or before or after like a dead dog, because I'll just be needing a quick minute to just like calm down, and that's what gets me there.
Hey, Rage, I do have a question.
Yeah, sure.
What's the difference between a dead dog dance and a rave? I know you've mentioned dead dog dances and raves in your videos, so I'm just wondering what the difference is between them.
I mean, at a furry con, they're one and the same. Dead dogs tend to be raves. Usually the people they book for that are in the furry community. They tend to be EDM focused recently.
So basically, a dead dog dance is basically a, like, furry convention rave, I'm guessing?
Yeah, pretty close. It's about equivalent. You'll get some electronic. I think the coolest one I've ever seen is MFF. One of the guys playing did like electro swing, and the next guy on did drum and bass, and the next guy after that did like psytrance or something. So like they don't really have any boundaries with that. But like at a rave, I'm old, so my concept of a rave used to be getting like texted a location, you drive to the location, you hope they don't get busted, and you come in for like a warehouse party where it's kind of anything goes. Nowadays, they're a little more regulated, so like a quote-unquote rave that most people refer to might really just be an established venue that has all of the things set up. Like I went to the New Year's Eve party with Jaws and a couple other EDM artists out in, I think it was Harlem. So it's more of like a warehouse party more so than a rave. It's a little more established, a little bit more safe, and there's more regulations there. But like the old school rave idea was, you know, you'd essentially get told by a friend to, you know, text a number, you get a location, you show up, you hope they don't get busted, and you just have like a free-for-all party in like a warehouse or a random location. Nowadays, it's a little bit safer, and what most people call a rave is really just like a organized warehouse party or a club event. So raves, as we used to know it, are essentially dead. But the ones that they have now are a little bit safer and more regulated, but they're not quite raves. You still have to show ID, pay. I mean, there's security, there's organizers. It's a little bit more structured, but it's about as close as you'll get to how it used to be. I mean, my first rave experience, I pretty much showed up to an abandoned warehouse at like 11 o'clock at night with some sketchy guy that asked me for a password, walked in, and a bunch of DJs I did not know were just spinning any records they could get out of, you know, any thrift shop or anywhere they can get them, and everyone was just kind of dancing around to whatever they had on, they had spinning. So that's kind of where I came from. But nowadays it's a bit more regulated and I guess pristine. So it's not quite what it used to be, but I don't particularly mind it. I like that there's a bit more security, because in the old days you didn't really have security, so if something went wrong, you just kind of had to bolt for your car and hope for the best. So nowadays it's a bit safer.
Mm.
Yeah, because I did not know the difference between a dead dog dance and a rave. I thought they were two completely different things. So I was just, yeah.
I mean, people use it interchangeably. Some people will say, like, the rave at the FurryCon, but it's really just the organized dance. I mean, that's kind of the best way to put it. I mean, there's really no real raves as they used to be known anymore.
Savage just donated $20.
Such good profile pictures. And then I just have the robot. I need to draw my picture a party favor and get her uploaded.
Oh, by the way, thank you so much, Heartbeat Savage, for the $20 donation. My phone was dark, so I just quickly checked. Thank you so much, and also thanks, guys, for pointing it out. Sometimes I do miss when things happen.
And then as soon as Pokari joined, everyone's like, "Oh my God, it's Pokari!" Oh.
Yeah, I did not think Pokari would join my stream. Of all the streams, this is not the one
Or not, for that matter.
I mean, to be fair, I did show up to Nos's stream and just throw down $30 without really any explanation. So that one I kind of expected, but I did not really expect Pokari to just show up. Oh, you stink. I thought I hit you with enough.
And then as soon as we saw the blue, and I'm like, what is that? It's like, oh my God, it's Pokari. What is she doing here?
Yeah, didn't quite expect that to happen. Unfortunately, thanks to Pokari's donation, my playing's a little bit slower than usual, but I still appreciate it.
I can't really see any difference, but...
Hey, I mean, I was okay the first round. I was, like, feasible. I'm not the worst, but, I mean, I'm admittedly not the best at all. I'm also used to being support, so damage generally not my forte sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Rage. When was Helly broken, by the way?
Helly was broken about a year and a half ago. I was at a Halloween event, and someone had decided to take recreational drugs. I think acid. And unfortunately, I didn't realize how much they had consumed. So when I had to go to the bathroom, I just kind of said, like, hey, excuse me. And in the midst of it, they freaked out because obviously, like, a dog skull is not really something you expect to see. And they sucker punched me pretty hard in the mouth.
Oh my God.
Oops. That was not the right time to use
I can't believe how long ago Helly was broken. I thought she was just broken like a few months ago or something, because as of recent, all I've seen is Cupcake. And of course, Cupcake is adorable, but I'm just like, where the heck is Helly? You know?
Well, she was damaged in most of the videos that I was recording, but the damage wasn't that bad. But the more videos I did, and the more I took her out, the more the damage got worse. So, you know, as I started to use her more and more, I noticed that the jaw hinge would, dang it, the jaw hinge would get looser and looser. And I was like, oh, you know what? Shoot. I don't think this is going to be able to hold anymore. So, the more I tried to stretch it, the more damage she would get. What the heck are they doing up there? So it came to a point where I'm like, yeah, I need to stop using this mask because, or this fursuit rather, because it's really badly damaged. And everything I've tried to do to repair it isn't really repairing it.
So, like, is it just one side of the jaw hinge, or is it both sides of the jaw hinge that are damaged?
It was one.
Savage just donated $10.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I have it on my phone. I just looked. And yes, Heartbeat Savage, I do have a Discord. Unfortunately, my followers would not let me get away with not having a Discord, so now I have a Discord. I was getting harassed every freaking comment with, like, what's your Discord? And I didn't have one, but I do now. And it is in the description if you would like to ever join it. But yeah, when I started filming with Helly for a bit, when I initially filmed, she was like, okay, it was workable. But, like, the longer I tried to film with her, the more damage she got. So in later videos, you can see her jaw kind of freely swinging around. Like, the hinges aren't working properly anymore.
This is getting fucking ridiculous.
But, you know, as it got to a certain point where, like, I couldn't, like, fix her anymore, so I talked to my maker, and, like, we're working on solutions that might help her be fixed a little bit more permanently, because I was pretty much just hot gluing things at a certain point. But at the moment, she is effectively retired. There's a really amazing maker that I helped out when they were in a pinch that might be making the more ghostly version of her.
Mm-hmm.
So ideally, like, that should help a bit, but it's obviously not done yet. So still waiting for that to kind of get finalized.
I at one point had a dance party with one of my friends, or just quite a few, and I wasn't paying attention. I was in bare feet. Then I jumped off the stage and I twisted my ankle. Nice going fall.
I mean, the first year I competed in the MFF dance comp, I was in prelims, and part of the reason why I didn't make it through is I completely fell down in Helly, which probably didn't help the fact that her jaw was broken. But I thought in that moment, well, let me not waste the fact that I just hit the floor, and I turned it into a power slide, which at the time looked really, really cool. And in retrospect, really, really hurt. So pretty much after prelims, I didn't make it through, thank God. But I had to go back to my room, and I had to lay in the bathtub with ice, with ice in the bathtub for about 3.5 hours because I couldn't bend my knees. So that's not recommended if you do, like, hurt yourself in prelims. Don't try to keep going. Don't be a hero. But the first year I went, I was very convinced that I could totally make it through dance comps. And unfortunately, I could not. So, Sergeant Wolf, do you mostly play support?
Well, I started off with Fernando because
Yeah.
I main Reinhardt in Overwatch. Then I went on to Madamba because I wanted to try out the healing in this game. And when my aim started to fall off, I just went on to pick.
Sounds about right. I mean, his aim is kind of like a Jesus take the wheel for me. I can't hit anything with him. The only thing to me that I can do is like his ult is funny. So occasionally I'll play training as his ult. I put us in training for a quick second, just for moral support for myself.
Just to kind of show off a bit more?
No, because I wanted to try this character again, and I know for a fact that I cannot win a regular match with her, because I have not figured out her aim. I normally can win a match with Ceres, but unfortunately, I've been a little too spoiled with, platinum ranked Overwatch players. So I'm used to being carried a little too much, and unfortunately Picari had me do a shot, and then Savage had me do a shot, and then he had me do a shot again. So I'm doing my due diligence and doing training, because I know for a fact I can't hit anything in front of me after this much vodka. So I'm doing a training match, just to reset. And then I might go to bed, because it's pretty much almost 5 o'clock in the morning. And normally I go to work at about 8. So this is pushing it, but I'm more than happy to. Given that there's lovely people tuning in. But normally at this point I'd be like, yeah, it's time to go to bed. There we go. I also enjoy that the AIs tend to enjoy just standing and getting shot, so that also is nice. I mean, Vivian was probably the first one I tried when she was first in rotation, and I'm in no way good at her, but I'm workable as Vivian. I say that as I get freaking one shot, but still, workable as Vivian. Not great, but like decent, like decent-ish. Not amazing. Let me put on Haven, because I'm taking a lot of damage. There we go. I also, when I like get a little distracted, forget that I can jump, so that probably doesn't help at all. There we go. There we go. Stinking freaking rock May.
You playing this game makes me want to play League of Legends again. It's been a while since I played League of Legends.
Yeah, I used to play League of Legends. I had a friend that was ranked, and I used to just like kind of mess around with him in just like the quick play version of that. But admittedly, I was in no way good. This is probably closer to what I feel comfortable playing. So, oh god, there we go. So even when I was playing League, like I would play Shyvana and some of the more like tanky characters, but even then was really not that good.
I got into League of Legends after my friends introduced me to it, and I also saw the Jinx music video they made on their channel for her. And I was like, oh my gosh, and I started playing Jinx all the time, and I'm like, she's a really cool character.
No, don't die. There we go. There we go.
Me, I'm not really much of a PC gamer. I'm more of a console gamer. I have a PS4.
I was.
Play on PC.
I'm so stuck on the PS2. Nothing bad about that besides barely online play these days.
I mean, like, I had a PS2 back in the day, and I didn't end up... I was going to get the PS4. I was in line for it, but it came between that and rent. and fursuit. So when it came down to like actually paying for it, Cupcake and my rent kind of won out.
Okay.
So I wanted to, but I couldn't rationalize it. I tried. And then Cupcake was actually pretty reasonably priced, but still, like, my rent is about the same as a full suit. So it just came down to, like, you know what, I'd rather save up for a full suit than throw down on a game system that, realistically, I'm probably not going to play that much. That was the wrong place to throw that. Oops.
The only thing I'm thinking of getting now is just a 2DS.
Yeah, I might actually be able to get a 2DS off a friend, so I might do that, because I really wanted to play Pokemon Sun, but...
I saw them at EB Games for like $99, and I thought that was pretty cheap. For like a brand new one.
Yeah, I haven't seen like too many around me that are that reasonably priced. Most things here are really, really expensive. So trying to put it into my budget, it's been really hard. Oh, dude, nice.
Yeah.
There's
Grenade
some
launching
games
party.
I still really enjoy, so possibly we'll get them for the 2DS since its spec was compatible now.
Yeah, I forgot that, actually. I've been so tuned out of, like, handheld gaming that I haven't really paid attention. But yeah, it's almost 5 o'clock in the morning, so I should probably go to bed.
It's 4 in the morning where I am.
It's 10:53 at night for me.
Same here, 10:53.
Look, why do all these YouTubers do it so late?
Why do I stay up so late? I don't know. I've been playing Paladins with a few friends earlier when I had not gotten donations, and actually did pretty decently, and figured like, oh yeah, I'll stream for a bit. And then forgot that I have one shot is one donation, and had a couple after Pokari and Heartbeat Savage threw down, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm getting tired now. I'm old. I can't do it like this anymore. So yeah, I'm probably going to hop off to bed just so I can get some sleep for tomorrow. But it was really lovely talking to you all, and I really, really appreciate you guys tuning in.
No problem.
Oh. All right. Well, have a lovely night, you guys.
Yeah, good night.
All right. Bye.